All right, we go. We good to go. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yeah. All right. Yeah, calm down. We are live. Once again, it is Ace of Spades podcast. Thank you for coming in. I am your host, Marcus, a.k.a. E. I don't care what you call me, as long as you call me baby. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's been a while. It's been a while. We'll start with that. I took a little break. Got some little me time, family time in and all the above, you know what I'm saying? But I'm back now, ready to make some things happen, you know what I'm saying? So, back like we never left. We'll say that, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got going on today, man. The housekeeping. All right, if you can, all right, when you come in, if you wouldn't mind, please hitting that like button. Okay, they say it helps the algorithm and pushes out the video, so I appreciate it if you can hit it. Thank you. I just seen somebody hit it. It shows up on my screen when somebody hits it. Every now and then I get to catch it. Thank you so much for doing that. As well as you can subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Hit the bell so you can get notified every time we go live. All right. And what else is there? So what I do is normally on the normally 3 Sundays in a month, I do, cover news and things like that, kind of topics of what's going on and all that stuff. And then the last Sunday of the month, I do a open panel, right? That's pretty much where we talk about whatever. I kind of go a little bit off of the news, and I still touch on some of the news, but it's just pretty much open topics. Whatever you guys want to talk about, you can come in, bring it in, and we'll talk about it. So just mark down your calendar. Tomorrow, our next Sunday is the Sunday that we will be having an open mic, so we'll be talking about whatever. All right. And what else we got going on? The stream looks amazing. Thank you, Steve, man. Steve is in the building, man. Mr. DisRiz, ENT himself. You know what I'm saying? Thanks so much. Yes, so I got a, what else? Do I have something else on the list? It's been a while. Okay. So I got a star-studded event today, man. I got some great group of guys here that's going to give you the real deal. So this is going to be a little bit different than normally what how I do it. So I will be covering a little bit of the news or things that's going on. However, I'm going to give the gentlemen that's here today an opportunity to talk about whatever that they want to talk about, right? Because we need some different views and things like that, and different, just give you some different flavor. You know what I mean? So without any further ado, man, this guy is a phenomenal digital cinematographer, man. He also has merch out there as well under DisRizEnt, man. He's doing a great service to the community, man. He's done all kind of, infomercials, documentaries, all those things, man. So please, he told me not to give him too much of an introductory, but I still got to do it. Please give it up for none other than Mr. DisRiz himself, man. What did it do? Welcome into the podcast, sir. That's not Mr. DisRiz. Definitely not Mr. DisRiz.
I don't see myself. I don't see myself.
Hold on. I don't know why that did that. Hold on. Okay. Bam. That's DisRiz. What it do, man?
Man,
How's it going today?
Man, I'm cooling. How about yourself, man? Hey, we back with another one when they thought there wasn't going to be another one. It's been a while. It's been a ride. But, hey, we in Texas. We about to turn up. Let's get it.
Hey, and they say everything big is in Texas, so I'm pretty sure you fit right in, man, because you are a big dude when it comes to film, man, when it comes to photography, when it comes to this gaming, man. Please tell me, what do you have for the people to look forward to now?
Hey, man, it's been about a month. That's what I was about to say, man. It's been about a month since I uploaded anything. It's just been busy, still unpacking, getting everything, getting my ducks in a row type deal. Just became an affiliate with Hide Mounts. My link is on my Facebook. If you're on Facebook, check it out. If you're looking to mount any computer desktops, iMacs, things of that nature. The Mac Minis, stuff like that for computers. You can mount them junks. The mounts are fairly reasonable in price, but they're well made. I'm telling you, with the photo that I submitted, and I didn't even know it was a freaking contest, to be honest. They hit me up, was like, man, you placed #1 for April, this and that, whatever. I was like, for what? It was like, yeah, we got a contest going. I was like, oh, thanks for emailing me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it, texting me. But hey, I came through in the clutch. I appreciate all the support, everybody that voted for me. As a matter of fact, last week that they announced the winner for April 2025. So that's how I became an affiliate. Hey, so now I'm about to pimp and pander, you know what I'm saying, to hide mounts. You know what I'm saying? And I got some more stuff to mount. So it's gonna be some more stuff that I'm gonna be buying myself, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all about minimalistic, wiring and stuff, like hiding the wires and you know what I'm saying, like making everything look neat versus versus everything looking sloppy and wires all over the place. So, I had a ball setting that joint up, and apparently they did too. They loved it. So, you know what I'm saying? The people loved it. So I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
That's about it. Besides the videos, I got some more video content. I'll probably drop some stuff starting in June. You know what I'm saying? I got some heat. I got some heat in regards to the bill. If you know about the bill, I got some heat for the bill. You know what I'm saying? And some gaming content. I'm bringing BoonDocks back, and some more movie content, reviews, and stuff like that. But definitely, that bill, we about to go viral with that one for sure.
All right, man. Well, it's great to have you here. Thank you so much for coming in. All right. And we also got another guest as well, man. A guy that you've seen before on Ace of Spades podcast, man. He sometimes causes an uproar, but he comes all the way from Finesse Your Feelings, where him and a group of individuals, man, come in, they do their thing, they hold it down, man. Please give a warm welcome from, hopefully this is him. I might have to change the picture again, but none other than Mr. Rum himself, man. What it do, Mr. Rum, baby?
What it do? Can you hear me? Am I loud and clear right now?
Yes, sir. You are, man. How is it? This is actually not
good. I appreciate the invite. You know what I'm saying? King
Sorry, this
State.
is not the right one now. You're supposed to be on. I apologize. There you go. It's the run from Finesse Your Feelings, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming through, man. Tell us what's been going on, what you've been doing. I know you are big in the community around your area, man, and I think in other areas as well, man. Please let us know what you've been up to and what we could be looking forward to.
Well, currently, as of the fall line, I've joined a fraternity, Gamma Epsilon Theta. So, we do a lot of stuff out here in the community. We just went to a beautiful event. It's a scholarship for 200 Black men. That's the name of the organization. 200 plus men. Definitely something that I'd never been to before, but it was a kind of dope experience to see young Black men in our area get scholarships and get recognized for keeping up grade point averages. Like I think all the kids had like a 4.2 or better, which was amazing to see 200 plus young kids have that type of degree in the Hampton Roads area. So shout out to that organization. And again, I'll shout out to Gamma Epsilon Theta for, having the kids show up and do dope things. And again, just trying to keep that community thing going. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Well, let me tell you, man, I appreciate you coming through, man, and giving us your time, man. And this is the panel, man. So thank you so much, man. I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir.
Let's cause for the pause, though. Hold on, man. Shout out to the New York Knicks.
Hey, I was just about to ask you about that hat, bro. I was just about to ask you.
Yes, I seen it.
Every time, New York.
Hey, he been on one the last goddamn 48 hours. He been on one.
Yes, hey, and Mr. Trap just mentioned that the Thunder is gonna be in the NBA championship. That's what Mr. Trappy over there is saying. So yeah, man, I'm glad that you guys are here. I got some things that are teed up that we're gonna talk about and discuss. And yeah, get and see what you guys think about it. But again, thank you guys for coming through. I really do appreciate you sharing your time. Let's see what we got going on. Okay. Oh man, okay. So I've been volunteering as a substitute teacher. Okay. And I've been enjoying that time. One thing I get to do is I get to talk to a lot of teachers and things like that. Not just teachers, but just overall, man. And I know that a lot of people, when it comes to teachers, it's no secret that teachers be underpaid sometimes. You know what I mean? Like they out here struggling, man. So a lot of these people are getting side jobs as well. Some people just like the freedom of having some of those contract jobs. You know what I mean? One of those things like your Uber, your Flex, your DoorDash, and things of that nature, of where they can kind of carrier services, all those, right? Where you can kind of have a flexible time, just making money. You know what I mean? But it's getting dangerous out here. All right, check this out, man. We got somebody that was out here delivering food, got lost, and was about to get delivered to that upper room. Let's take a look.
Here's the update. That video just released finally.
Go! Go!
I mean,
Okay.
I see it's like a delay. I see because I got YouTube up over here. But
Okay, so it's showing up on the stream, but it's just not showing up for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what I'll do is I'll
the stream so I could see what's going on.
Okay. All right. Cool. Man, I didn't know it did that. That sucks. All right. So basically, what we witnessed was another part of the video. The guy actually came up to the door and was lost. Before he went to that door, he went to another door. The guy, I guess, was yelling at him, so he ends up leaving. That's why you don't see the guy leave. The video now was when he already made it to his car, and the guy decides to come out with a weapon and bust off a couple shots, Steve. And then first he shoots off to the side, and then once that horn, I'm pretty sure he accidentally hit the horn. But once he does hit it, he lifts it up towards him and fires off a couple rounds. Man, what's going on?
Hey, that sounds like the Charleston White influence. You know what I'm saying? He done got into these folks' head in regards to like shoot first, ask questions later. I know we used to talk about it back in the day, but you know what I'm saying? Like did the dude did he shake the door handle? Did he bust a window to try to get in or something like that?
Nah, man.
No. So you just coming out fine? Hey, that's a now, well, we say in the military, what we say, negligent discharge or whatever. But I mean, hey, they need to take his weapon rights, man. Like you just come out fine at folks. I get it, I understand. Hey, we living in crazy times, but if the dude ain't showing no type of lethal threat, why are you using lethal force? I don't even care. Like you're not even supposed to shoot warning shots. You know what I'm saying? So like, why is he doing that? Lock him up. Put him in there with all the pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? So he can learn something. You know,
damn, not the pedos. Because again, Rum, the guy came to the door just trying to deliver some food. Man, he was in the wrong address. He was not threatening at all. Matter of fact, when you didn't even see the guy because he was already in his car. You know what I'm saying? So there was no as Steve was alluding to, there was no threat there. I feel like it was just almost a sense of, I wish a nigga would, right? Like I'm waiting on the time to bust my gun. What says you?
Was it more of an accidental shooting?
Say it again.
Was it more of an accidental shooting?
No, that was purposeful.
Oh man.
Yeah, he purposely shot a warning shot at the ground, and then when the car honked his horn, you know, I'm assuming he was turning and accidentally hit it. He raised it up in the direction and shot it. Matter of fact, I believe the story says that he was actually hit, and later he had to go to the hospital.
Wow.
Because we actually covered a story like this a while ago, where I think it was a scammer of some sort called a man and told him that they had somebody hostage, and they had a delivery driver come to pick up or drop off something. They didn't know what they were doing. They came there, and the guy actually shot the lady, thinking that she had something to do with that. So, and then there was some other stories of where some kids knocked on the door and they shot through the door. So it's just a lot of craziness that just seemed to be happening.
Yeah, I know recently, just in my neighborhood, like they really trying to get it to where they have little security guards, but we kind of voted that off because it's like the accidental shootings that's going on, and it's just a lot of accidental or just wrongfully accused people getting shot at for the wrong reasons, and like I don't condone in none of that. Like, you know, I understand the gun rights, because I have a concealed weapon, but at the end of the day, it's a proper way to draw your weapon and to react to certain situations. Like certain situations, like that was aggressive. So nah, I'm not rolling with that. Somebody trying to give you a Big Mac, and then they get shot in the ass for a Big Mac. Come on, bruh. What are we doing? Come on, man. He just trying to deliver the Big Mac with quarter pounder with cheese, man. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Hey, people around here sure are sensitive about their pies. I'll tell you what.
Man, he just trying to deliver the apple pie. You getting shot in the butt off. Come on, man.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one, man. I think that it definitely went further than what it should have went. There was nothing to say that this guy was an intruder or anything like that. Matter of fact, he was leaving the property. I don't understand why. he would take that action to do that. Hey, if you guys are in here, please do not be afraid to hit the like button. They say it helps the algorithm. It just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside when you do it, okay? And do not be afraid to talk to us. We are approachable individuals. So please feel free to type something in the comment section, all right?
I don't like nobody.
Except for Steve. Yes, Mr. DisRizCinematicReviews. He's the only one.
You need to change your demeanor.
Hey, real talk. So, all right, so we're going to keep it on firearms now, okay? I got 3 videos I want to show you guys, and I want you to tell me, because I'm looking at the firing rate of each of these weapons. I want you to tell me what's the difference between these weapons, okay? I'm going to show you 3 firearms, okay? Or actually 3 range. They're going to be at a range shooting, but just pay attention to the guns, and then I'm gonna ask you a question on the other side. All right, that's gun number 1. Let's try gun number 2. All right, that's gun number 2. Now let's go for gun number 3.
Your finger on that trigger, and with it off safe, just that little bit of motion, you can hear the click.
All right, so now you've all seen all 3 of those firearms. What's the difference between them?
One is a pistol and the other one is fucking AR. Like, but hold on now, hold on. It looked like that ATF agent had a little switchy on that one.
Yeah,
That is on the dude. They look
yes, man. Steve has got the answer, man. Yes, that is 100% correct.
Look, hey, I got a question for y'all though.
Yes,
is the switch necessary? Is it really necessary? I think that's like overkill, though, bro.
Yeah. I mean, like deployment type shit. Like, I mean, I forget. I said I was a person. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get you demonetized or anything. Get your channel taken down.
I forgot about that. Yeah, thank you. I'll try to do the same.
I just thought about that. It's been a while since I spoke on live. So yeah. But yeah, it's just like. Yeah, like you said, Ron, overkill. Like I could see deployment situation, or but I can't see it in no other situation because you got to be accurate. If it's a hostage takeover or something, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I don't see it in a deployment situation because it's like if I'm at my target, I don't need 1,000 bullets going at one time.
Hey, but you want to send a message though. I want to send a message. Hey, I want them to meet Allah and they 40 versions and all that. I want them to see it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on.
I'm gonna meet you to Allah because I want to get this switch off.
Yo, I gotta say, I don't
tried to blow me up. You just tried to take me from my family. Come on now. Now I gotta send a message. So the rest of them know. Nigga, they got switched. They got YNs over there.
Yeah. No, yeah, I would have to say I don't think it's necessary, man. I don't think it's necessary at all. I don't think any of them are necessary here in the United States. And one was a switch. You were correct. Did you recognize the other one, Steve, or even Rum?
No,
I'll let Rum take it.
Okay.
The only one that I seen that was different was the last one. It looked like it had a little switch on the trigger mechanism.
Yes, so like that one,
joint. It was the double joint, right?
It was the bump stocks.
Yeah.
Now the bump stocks became real, got a lot of attention after the massacre in Las Vegas. That's where the guy was in the hotel and busting rounds at the I think it was like a country music fest or something like that. So it was up in arms. I think Trump banned it. But out of all those, the switch is the only one that will get you 10 years and a $250 fine. The bump stop is now legal, and the first one that you've seen, that's the FRT. That's the force release trigger. I'm not 100% on all these guns, but yes.
But I was gonna say like when I ain't never mind. I don't even want to say.
All right.
You could bump stock damn near any gun. You could bump stock. It's a way you can hit it.
There
you
is.
Could bump stock
I've
damn
seen
near any gun.
Yeah, I've seen them do it plenty of times, using different methods. So you're absolutely 100% correct on that one. But the bump stock is no longer banned, as well as the what's called the FRT, the force release trigger. So force release trigger. Basically, it turns into an automatic. I get the First Amendment, okay, and I know me and you, Steve, we go back and forth on the First Amendment, gun issues in America. But it's not that. I don't think that is needed in the society. Now, only if the government has it should we then be able to have it, because the Second Amendment is not just for us to tote guns, it's for a corrupt government, right? So we won't get overran by a corrupt government. That's what it's for. But so if they have it, then we should have it. But if they don't have it, I don't think we should have it.
Like,
what do you think, Steve?
What about the feds dropping them off in the hoods? You know what I'm saying? Like
they getting it from somewhere.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not talking. Well, all I'm saying is just the fact of it just being, if they don't have it, we shouldn't have it. I understand people are going to drop them off. I understand that side of it, which I think even with the switch comes high, time. You get a lot of time and a lot of money, right? For if you get caught with that. So a lot of people try to dump that when it comes to law enforcement. So I'm just saying, if they don't have it, I don't think we should have it. Is that too far of a stretch?
No, I agree with that. I mean, I honestly feel like if it's not illegal, but man, at the same time, even though it's not legal, I still feel like the government still has it on deck. So I can understand it from, like, if something go left, like we should have something like that to be in defense. But I'm also in the belief of I don't need a switch. If I know how to shoot, I'm just shooting a bunch of bullets. Like, I'm wasting bullets.
Man, a lot of them guys, I was watching them at the range. They were very accurate. Now it probably was a lower caliber.
How many bullets come out at one time though? Let's just be technical.
If like I'm
you can the rate of the fire in 2 seconds.
Yeah, hey, the switch. Yeah.
Hey, that's $50 right there. That's $50.
Somebody out, bro.
Well, I don't think it's to take somebody out. I think you're trying to take out a lot of people. And that's the problem that I have, though, is
30 people gonna be like, even 10. 10. Like, you need 30 rounds to get 10 people. I mean, I don't know, unless it's something that we don't know, that a civil war or something like that. But I'm not wasting 30 bullets, bro. I don't need 30. If I'm in the club and if I leave the club and I'm trying to take out 30 people, maybe, but I still don't need a switch for that. I'm just saying that's just me.
Well, now you have the opportunity. Now, mind you, though, the switch is illegal. Can't do switching, but you can do the FRT. So, I mean, in my opinion, they all shot fast. They all shot the same, right? The technical part that I think they're looking at is with the bump stock, you have to reset, fire, right? Same thing with the FRT. You have to reset, fire, right? It just allows you to go a lot faster. The switch, however, I believe just turns into an automatic. That's not a thing. You can press and it goes. So that's why I believe that's why they have that the switch illegal, bump stock good, and the FRT good as well. So if they got it, we should have it too. If they don't want us to have it, they need to get rid of theirs.
I second that motion.
Hey, I totally agree. But then when you go into like third world countries like Chirac and shit, I mean stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like you can find a switch anywhere. anywhere. That's all on the news. You know, like 30 rounds left at the scene, 50 rounds, 60 rounds. You know, it's ridiculous. And I, me personally, I feel that they're part of the problem, not the solution, because they're bringing that stuff into the hood and letting them, get away with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's the issue. So it's gonna always be some type of corruption, even though, like, yeah, we're doing the bump stock and or we don't keep it semi, but you still dropping it off. So are you just trying to pacify somebody, or are you trying to throw smoke screens to get away with something else? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm always thinking about.
That would be an interesting thing, because I would definitely be wondering what would be the end game. You know what I mean? What is the end game to dropping it off outside of what I would think is lowering the numbers?
That's
the only thing I can
That's what I would think.
You know how that population go. They're trying to get rid of people, man. Like, let's drop it off here so we could gentrify.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yeah. They're trying to get people out there. So it's like, okay, let's just put it in these areas so we can kind of clear this up and get people to feel scared and nervous about being in these neighborhoods or these communities, so we could try to clear up space. I mean, I've definitely witnessed that. Like, people just be like, "Oh man, I can't do it out here. It just makes me nervous." So, especially if the wrong person or the wrong group of people get them, and they trying to make an example of whatever, you know what I'm saying? I honestly feel like that's why they are trying to dump them off in certain areas.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. More to Love says, hey, family, so very good to see you again. Hello, More to Love. Thank you for coming through. Jacard Lee says, I blame them Chicago YNs. Laugh out loud. Sup, Steve?
Hey, tell them, hey, RIP Tukey Williams. How about that?
There it is. There it is. Wait a minute, sir. All right, so we're going to go ahead and keep this thing moving. Okay, so one of the things, what the hell? One of the things we was talking about was Steve. We were talking about, speaking of Chicago, man, we were talking about a while back, man. We were talking about the immigrants or that came into Chicago, for instance, right? And that really were getting the benefits that the community should have been getting, that black folks were in line to receive. However, they just welcomed them with open arms and gave them resources. A lot of people feel. President Trump came in and put in all that shit, man. How you feel about that?
I really don't know, because I really don't know how to feel about it, because me personally, I feel that it shouldn't have been pushed off on the people of Chicago or the people of New York, in the first place. If you never opened a can of worms, you wouldn't have to clean it up and make it look better. In the end, 9 out of 10, the people in those particular situations, they probably still feel some type of way because they ain't getting no reparations. I hate to use that word, but yeah, they ain't getting no type of consolement in regards to a reimbursement. Let's get it. Let's go with that. Reimbursement in regards to having to deal with these particular situations. Them folks, they came in the cities acting like they run it. Out there gang banging, shooting at folks. They getting guns. Come on, man. Come on now.
Yeah, for sure, man. And Ron, man, like I said, President Trump came in, kind of shut all that shit down, right? And because he was talking about immigrants stealing, quote unquote, black jobs, as well, and, which I don't think we ever kind of got a good clarification of what black jobs are, but that's what he said, right? He also shut it down for refugees as well to be able to come in. Now, he opened it back up for a certain refugee to come in, man. I wanted you to take a quick look at this real quick, and I want to know what your views on the refugees that are coming in now.
your finger on that trigger, and
My bad. That was the wrong one. Never mind that one. Let me see. Where is that one at? Oh, did I not set that one up? Oh, I coined this one, the skin to get in.
your finger on that trigger, and with it off safe, just that little bit of motion.
Good morning to you. Well, the Trump administration has made it virtually impossible for many refugees to come to the United States, but the president is making a special exception for a group of 59 white South Africans who have now been granted refugee status. They arrived at Dulles Airport just outside of Washington, D.C. on a charter flight that was paid for by the U.S. government. The Trump administration approved their applications in just under 3 months. That is much faster than the normal process, which can take years. The president and his top advisor, Elon Musk, who is South African, have made allegations that white farmers in the country are being discriminated against under land reform policies. Now, South Africa's government says those policies are necessary to remedy the legacy of apartheid and calls the allegations of discrimination unfounded and completely false. The Episcopal Church, which has worked for decades to resettle refugees, says they will not be helping this time around, calling it painful to watch one group of refugees receive preferential treatment over many others who have been waiting in refugee camps or in dangerous conditions for years. But the White House says this is the beginning of a much larger relocation effort, guys.
Yeah. Will it be just from South Africa? Will it be other countries where you have other minorities?
And that's the point that many Democrats are making, that there are a lot of refugees who have been waiting in camps in conflict areas as well in Africa. But right now, the Trump administration particularly focused on this group of South Africans.
Steve said Afrikaner? Really? I don't know, Rum. To me, it seems like they playing in our face, man. What do you say?
Listen, look, you know the first trigger word? White African. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? Like, are we really going to allow that to be said? But to keep it a band, to keep it a buck, we know South Africa is a mostly white kind of thing down there. Like, I ain't realized that until I did the research. I'm like, whoa, it's a lot of white Africans down there. But just to see that getting thrown in our face, it's like, whoa, you gonna stop that, but you gonna allow this white African? Come on, bro. What are we talking about? What are we doing here? Come on, like, you got to make sense of that a little bit. Like, I'm not rolling with the white African movement. Next thing you know, it's gonna be white Africans matter. Come on, man. What are we talking about here? Like, that's kind of nuts to me, man. Like, the narrative with Trump and Elon Musk, look, we're not gonna get started with these people. Like, y'all need to get it together. Y'all making the government look halfway crazy out here doing ignorant stuff like that. Come on.
Yeah, man. It seems pretty wild, Steve. They didn't even want to take on the word African, mind you. They had to turn it into Afrikaner, and not an African, right? And mind you, the only reason why those white Africans are there, South Africans are there, is because they stole that land. Like, let's not, get it construed.
Yeah.
They stole that land, and so now they're saying that they're in fear for their life, Steve. There haven't been anything to say that that's true, but they got preferential treatment. The plane that brought them in was American. These motherfuckers look like they came from Detroit. I ain't gonna lie to you. They had on Dockers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers didn't look like they were really fleeing danger, right? It looked like they were tourists out here, right? What says you, Steve?
Man, Afrikaner, first of all.
Come on.
That's what I say. But second of all,
African orange juice?
Man, what? Hey, but my whole thing is that Elon Musk have something to do with this because he's from South Africa. So when you look at the bigger picture, is it because of him or what? Because he claims that he's African American when it comes to certain things in regards to the Black community. At times, not all the time, but with him mentioning, African American, yeah. but then he speaks highly of the South African area. And like he said, that he brought up a valid point. You know what I'm saying? They took over South Africa, but that was probably the only part that they can get closer to Antarctica. You know what I'm saying? Because they wasn't gonna get the rest. Now y'all already did. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. We're not gonna get banned today. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all already did stuff for like 400, 500, 600 years. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can take that, but I bet you they still get, you know what I'm saying, ran through and pillaged and all this other stuff because of the different countries, you know what I'm saying, that's surrounding them. So, you know, allegedly, we're just gonna keep that there. But that's my whole thing. That's what messed me up. Africana? You can't even say African? Come on, man. Get out of here.
Yeah, but let's like keep it like you say, it's kind of like a slap in the face a little bit. You know, like why are we making it a white African thing? It's almost like they want to throw slavery or reword it a little bit, and it's like, don't do that. You know, like we could be better as Americans and allow better things to happen than do crazy stuff like that. I think Trump and Elon Musk are just in the White House is like, let's think of something to throw out in the world today. And there we go. Come on, man. You got to be smarter than that. But at the same time, it's dumber now. So the dumb it down is like they kind of accepting ignorance every time with stupid stuff like that. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about?
Yeah, 100%, man. And I think that's because he's, you know, Trump has been quoted by saying that he does love the uneducated. So I think that could be a simple thing of why he's moving the way that he's moving. But I think, you know, the other people are probably looking at it and saying, man, this is just not right. You know what I mean? Like this is plainly you're playing in our faces.
My whole thing was where was the South Africans or the white South Africans when we were in school, when we were talking about slavery and all this other stuff, or the stuff that they hid from us and didn't speak on. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was all this stuff? Now, all of a sudden, we talking about South African, you know, privilege. Come on, man, get out of here.
Shit, they fuck up American history. I'm not too surprised that they ain't gonna talk about no goddamn African history.
So I went to the African Museum. I ain't seen nothing about no white African nothing.
Hey, come on. Because South Africa stole it from like you know what I'm saying, Nigeria and Kenya and everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, as soon as I see a white African museum, I'm snapping. I'm just gonna keep it a ban.
That's why I said I wasn't gonna get us banned, but I'm just saying, come on now. Come on now. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, bro. Yeah. I you know what? This has to be tricky for racist white people, man. I feel bad for them because you can't really get.
Let's speak on it, man.
You can't really get angry.
Wait, hold on.
You can't really get
the gingers are considered black now. So what's going on in the world right now?
You can't get angry at this because you technically got Africans coming for your job, but they don't look like Africans that are coming for your job. How do you approach this as a racist white person?
Hey, them Africans coming to take our.
You know what I'm saying? They trying to get apartheid over here. Nah,
hey,
man.
Listen.
Because, see, they had an issue because, I don't know if y'all remember, but I know I talked about it before with Elon Musk and Ramaswamy. They were pretty much shitting on America, saying how dumb Americans are and how Indians are better picks to come in and work these jobs in tech and all these other jobs and stuff like that. And Americans flipped out over that. So I'm curious on having an African coming in, refugee, nevertheless. I mean, I swear, some of these motherfuckers look like characters out of a Die Hard film. I don't think that these motherfuckers is quite as distraught as they are trying to appear, and that's the part that kind of is like, stop playing with us, man. Stop playing with us. But let me see what More to Love has to say. More to Love says, I understand they have an investment in what is it, man? Investment in a what's that? Acre trader? Along with DJ Vance. I'm sorry, JD Vance. The white farmers that got their land taken from them will now be theirs. Musk, More to Love also says Musk is most definitely tied to this. Yes, 100%. And they now have to put a new. Sorry, I didn't put that on there. Now they have to put a new name for race, or they may get mistaken for African Americans. Yes, 100% true. They do have to separate themselves, because if they put their name on the, if they put, you know what I mean? I don't know if they got South African names. I'm pretty sure they probably got European names, but they put African American.
But on your ID, it do have something with an African refugee.
African American.
Right? So it's like when it comes to that,
yeah, you might get overlooked. They gonna get treated like some real niggas. God damn. Damn. Okay.
Hey, that's the first start of the new slavery, huh?
That's man. Okay. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna make some. We're gonna make things happen.
I mean, how does that work?
Yeah.
Hey, I got dibs.
Hey, look,
I need some slaves.
I'm American, brother. I'm American, brother.
Hey, let it be known.
Look, I got seniority.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and clean them bathrooms, clean them toilets.
All right, man. So that's going to wrap up the first segment of Ace Space Podcast. We're going to go into the second segment with your boy Rum, man. I want to hear what he has to talk about. But if you are in here and you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you haven't already subbed, please hit the sub button as well. And feel free to comment in the comment section as well. We are here for you. Rum.
What's up,
what you got for us today, sir?
Man, I'm just tripping off of this. I don't know if we talked. Have y'all talked about this Diddy trial? Is it safe to go here?
No.
Hey, this is my first time back. I'm here.
Like it's been one of them wild rides when I watch this trial unfold. It's just like a lot of nonsense that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of looking at it like, you know, Diddy he's wrong on a lot of fronts. But I look at what Cassie done, and I'm like, yo, you are to blame for a lot of stuff that's going on. Now I know I'm about to get my head chopped off, but it's just weird how, you know, she was involved with what was going on. And I just feel like, yo, if Diddy's on trial, bro, you should be on trial. Like, what's going on?
Okay.
How do y'all feel about that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of tripping on that, but I just as it unfolds, and I feel like this is going to be one of them long, drawn out trials.
Yes.
So I feel like for the month, it's going to at least draw out for like at least 3 to 4 months. I feel like at the very least.
3 to 4 months. What?
This trial.
Oh, okay. You know? I wouldn't be surprised if it went longer than that.
You think it'll go longer than
I wouldn't, because you got to realize that it's gonna be a lot of people that they gonna have to go through and talk to and you know what I mean?
Like went through.
Yes. You gotta think about it. There's a lot of people that took that they gonna have to talk to. So yeah. I think that this could.
What y'all feeling on how Diddy looking through the trial?
I've only seen sketches, which I think they said his hair is just pretty much white.
Yeah.
But from what I heard from somebody that was in the courtroom throughout the process, he's been kind of like looking at people directly and sternly. I don't know if it's an intimidation factor or not, because you know when you've been in that position for such a long time, you know, of people kind of tiptoeing around you and kind of, you know, catering to you, and you know, feeling like you the man and you got that power. Sometimes that shit's hard to let go, especially in a situation where your back is against the wall, right? You're still going to try to exhibit that type of energy still. So I know that was one of the things that they said. Jakar Lee said that Cassidy definitely not innocent. And he also says that they said they want it done by the 4th of July. So
that's similar to what I said. I don't think it's going to be that soon, though. I honestly don't think it's going to be by the 4th of July. I do say like a good 4 month trial of, just back and forth. I do believe it's going to be more. But if J-Lo comes out, I will be shocked. But I kind of see it coming because I've been seeing her pictures on the internet with him lately. So I'm just like, yo.
Hey, she come out, she got to talk about the gun and shine. That's all I got to say. If she say something, it's about to be a whole bunch of people.
But can she say something about that though? Because that's a whole separate case.
Unless she asks for immunity. But
I don't even think it'd be immunity. I don't think it'd be accepted in there because it's not talking about what they're talking about on that one.
It's not talking about it, but it is kind of talking about it. It's talking about Diddy's past and all the other people.
I think they have so much shit that I don't think Sean and the gun is gonna. I don't think that's gonna be a determinant.
I don't think that's gonna ride, but I do believe J-Lo was a part of the sex traffic. Because I think it's more of what's on what he's going to trial for, which I think they do move away from what he's going to trial for. He's going to trial for sex trafficking. So I feel like when it comes to the sex trafficking,
have they mentioned the sex trafficking yet? Have they really brought that up versus just the Cassie part?
Have you heard the vivid stuff they talking about, bro?
I mean, besides what Cassie doing,
but they are saying Diddy. No, they say they will have intercourse. The male person and Cassidy will have the intercourse. Nut on Cassidy and rub it on Diddy's nipple.
Gotcha. Tracking that.
Yeah, he was in the back of the corner like, take that. Don't stop. No, for real, they said he was in the corner, pleasing himself while they doing that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, were they expounded on the sex trafficking though, or versus what what her?
They were literally say Diddy will literally fly escorts out to have sex with Cassidy. With Cassie.
Gotcha.
And it's been two from Friday. I think it was 2 or 3 so far that's been on stand. So it's just like, okay, I know. Like to me, I feel like that's not gonna stick because Cassie been what's the word? She been consent. She consent.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if it's a consent there, you really can't get Diddy on nothing. So it's like, who can you get? And then R.I.P. Kim Porter, she's no longer with us, R.I.P. But you really don't have anybody else that I feel would, with that much stature, would go for Diddy, unless a dude with that type of stature will come out, which I've heard is numerous of dudes, famous dudes.
A lot of
famous executives that took that.
Took that for sure. Kim Emil says, hey, what up, Kim? Jakar Lee says the Sean case would be double jeopardy, right? Yeah, probably. Well, I don't know. I don't think it'd be something in there, but it could be.
But the thing
we got another person that's over. Hold on, let me get the person over here. And at Facebook, for some reason, I can't bring the comments over here, so I'm just gonna read them. It's from Ches, man. What up, Ches? In the comment section. Hey, buddy, what it do? I think it's gonna be last. You think it's gonna last a year? Okay. And too many people are going to be speaking on Puff. Yeah, I think so as well. Thank you for that. Who
do you think it'll last a year?
Who is Ken? I think it'll last a while. Let me see how long let me see. But what were you gonna say, Steve?
I would say no, I just wanted to expand on it. Like with the Shine stuff, you don't even really have to bring up Shine. Besides that, he just took the charge, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Where did the gun come from and where did the gun go? You know what I'm saying? That would set off a whole nother issue, because it was some civilian, or he was a cop or something. He came out and said that it was a small, slender arm came out the window, tossed the gun, and it hit his windshield. And he was a cop or something. He came out recently. So I'm saying that would start a whole nother case besides just the Shine thing. I said Shine thing, not Sean Combs. Shine, the rapper. That's what I'm talking about.
But I don't think it will carry any weight in this trial because of what he's being trialed for. So
Yeah.
I don't think it'll stick as far as like Shine
I mean,
can't do nothing for this case
besides
per
Diddy
se,
shooting
unless,
him.
unless he took that.
Unless he took that, man. And
He might
Big
have took
facts.
that.
Big facts.
OJ Simpson trial lasted 11 months. So, and that was only 2 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
had the deceased and
I don't think
OJ.
it's going to draw out that long.
Yeah, depending on how strong how big of the impact they want to make on this case. You know, if they want to really solidify this thing, because I mean, even whatchamacallit went a long time too, didn't he? Young Thug.
Well, Young Thug was a different story. They was trying to stick stuff on him that didn't stick, and a lot of people kind of gave him the, yo, we sticking up for my man. So,
But that was my
I
whole
think
thing is the amount of people that was involved, right? So that's what I'm looking at is how many potential individuals over that spectrum of time encountered the diddler. You know what I'm saying? Who's coming? Because I'm sure it's people from coming out of the woodworks to say whatever they got to say and possibly get some money as well. And who is Ken? I'm not sure what that is. K. Emil. They saying Prince wrote a letter about the stuff Diddy was doing that came out in the case. Oh wow, that's
really.
look from the grave. From the grave, he said, catch that from the grave.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, dude, there's too many people and pieces that are going to have, because they're going to have to paint this picture. They're going to have to paint this picture, and they're going to have to show.
They're going to say Michael Jackson got something. Come on, bro.
Hey, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of people. That are coming through because he reached out and touched a lot of people, man. So I think that they're going to try to go through that list to have that solid, because I think, and you speak on a good part of it, which was the sex trafficking, right? So I think that they're really going to be talking to a lot of those victims to see if there's any cooperation with their stories and things like that, or really paint the picture, because I'm sure they already talked to them by this point. So they're going to really try to drive it home that this guy is a predator, he's a monster, and he deserves to be locked up for a long time.
Right.
So yeah, I think he got an uphill battle, man. I heard the motherfucking lawyer, one of his lawyer quit on him. Really? when they start getting into the case, he was like, yeah, I can't do this. So he had to get some new lawyers and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that don't look good. I tell you, that don't look good, because it's lawyers out there. Think about it. OJ had a lawyer. He had a dream team, and they didn't quit.
Right.
You start looking at Diddy and looking and hearing about what's going on, and you say that's too much.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I mean, when it comes to Diddy, I mean, hey, look, if you a freak, bruh, come on, man, let that man be a freak, because it's like you pretty much say, because the only thing I don't agree about this case, you know what I'm saying, because like, salute to all the victims, like, yo, y'all shouldn't go through nothing that y'all shouldn't be going, that's not against y'all will, you know what I'm saying, but I also look at it like this. If I fly you out and you agree to the fly out, why am I going to jail for that? Like,
Because
we getting a new term, bro. Like, the freak off? Are we kidding me with this freak off thing?
I think it still feeds into the trafficking portion of it, right?
It's blurred.
Across the state lines.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's
blurred.
Say again?
It's a blur. It's blurred. It's blurry to me when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, again, man, a lot of people fly people out, and is kind of a gray area. But I think that's what, and me just looking at this trial is like a lot of people are focusing on the flyouts and what is against the will. It's like, yo, if I fly you out, you literally have to get a ticket and get on board and then fly out and then still get picked up and still come to my house. Like, come on, where in between did I get forced if I'm literally physically, unless somebody is like putting a gun to their head or threatening them in some kind of way, which I haven't seen any evidence of that. But I just think the feds is really trying to get Diddy.
Man,
That's just my
Jakar Lee,
opinion
and
on
I
that.
agree with him. He says the feds don't take nothing to trial unless they got a solid case. So I think, and that's the thing with the court system, right? Because once they start going through it, then you start getting the real deal. So I wouldn't be
Right.
surprised if it's more than just flying out. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're not hinging it on just somebody getting flown out, because I feel I'm with you. That's a little flimsy, right? So I think that it's going to be some other stuff that's probably going to come out. Jakar Lee also says, imagining being Cassie's husband. I know, dog. I've been hearing everybody say that.
I heard he walked out. I heard he walked out.
Yeah, dude. Who's staying? Show of hands.
Hey,
Who's
he
staying?
been kissing that.
Who's staying?
He been
Who's
kissing
staying?
that.
Show of hands. Who's staying?
Hey, I would have had all that information
You
before.
now.
Yeah. Hey, before we sign this deal, before we put a ring on it like Beyonce, I need to know everything.
Hey, man, I can't even get head. And you let all these niggas do all that? What the hell?
Like, yo, if you heard the graphic stuff they was saying,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know,
Raw
and,
dog
like,
season too, man. It was, he preferred raw dog. So, yeah. And it would just be
Arby's
bums
roast beef over there. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. I feel bad for that guy. Man. I feel bad for that guy. Because, a lot of us won't know the extent of our significant other's wholeness. It will not be taken down by a stenographer in court. You know what I'm saying? But this brother,
well documented.
Oh, it is well documented, man. Oh, go back to line 143. Oh no, God damn, baby.
Hey, is that grounds for divorce though?
Oh,
is that
man.
grounds for divorce?
I mean,
I don't know. I just got a cool 30 million.
Yeah, you might have to stick around. Hey, I'll be rubbing her back. It's okay, baby. Give me a kiss. No, baby. I'm good.
No, don't
don't go kiss me. Just, it's okay though. We good.
Hey, you know you paying for that 30 million, bro.
You know what I'm saying? We got to at least wait till that 30 million drop, because I'm pretty sure somebody can get half. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, baby, don't worry about it. We gonna take a trip to Cancun.
Yeah, we gonna work this out, baby. We're gonna work this out.
We gonna
Okay.
work this out here.
Yeah, we're gonna at least to that 30 mil drop. I'm getting that alimony too. Yeah. And the child support. Man, I'm getting child support. I don't know if they got kids, but look, I can't have my kids around. Did you hear what she did, Your Honor? Stenographer, read it back.
Man,
yeah, it's terrible.
I feel
it's
sorry
terrible.
for that baby.
Yeah,
but look, let's talk about another thing. Real quick, if we could talk about this Tory Lanez thing.
Oh shit!
Because
that's my guy. About. That's what I was gonna bring up.
That's my guy.
Hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Look, man, I knew from rip that it was fraudulent, bro. It was fraudulent from rip, in my opinion. And the fact that when he gets stabbed up, the other bodyguard come out and say, nah, he won't never the shooter, that the girl was the shooter, that he was defending. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Now I'm looking at it like, yo, is Shorty gonna get the charge? What y'all think about that?
Hey, that goes back to that lead thing with the double jeopardy, because she pleaded for immunity in the beginning. So if
she's good. Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, I mean they did. I mean, I'm pretty sure they did the DNA test on the gun, but with her pleading immunity, and the charges wasn't filed against her, like she wasn't brought up. So I don't know. I mean, but can they unseal that? Can they unseal that and bring that to the trial to get him off and lock her and her up in regards to that?
Would. Let me see what Jakar Lee talking about. Jakar Lee says, how come the ladies are real quiet when they are in the wrong? Keep that same energy. What are you saying, Rum?
Oh, yeah. Just going off of that comment, So
Don't do that.
Meg knew the whole time, bro. Come on. You knew the whole time he ain't do it. And you was in there kicking that man's back in. Come on. Come on. You got to get something, bro. I'm not rocking. And then it's like, yo, you could tell, like, again, to me, I just look at the fraudulent stuff that's been going on with Tory and the girl that was involved and Meg. I'm like, yo, something ain't clicking. Something ain't right. But it took dude to get stabbed up 14 times for something to come out. It's like, yo, come on now. We ain't like one of y'all owe that man an apology.
They never said anything. Hey, that's a lawsuit. And somebody need to take the rest of this time. That's what it need to. But they never said anything about her getting out the vehicle, stepping on the glass. They never brought that to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Of why, it would maybe look like a gunshot or bullet fragments or whatever. But she stepped on glass. She stepped on the fucking broken Hennessy bottle. Or whatever. Get out the vehicle. So, come on, man. Free Tory.
Jakar Lee says, but they get mad when we get a snow bunny. This guy's on one. This guy's on one right here.
Hey, let's go back to the South African thing. Why do most black men get in trouble? Shannon Sharp. That's my whole thing. I mean, I'm not denouncing the snow bunny, but I'm just saying, you make your bed, you lie in it. That's all I can say.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's a crazy world. Hey, man, you gotta watch out.
Give your opinion on that Shannon Sharp thing, though. What you think?
What I think about Shannon Sharp?
Let's get it.
Yes.
All right, Steve.
Hey, where the horns at? Hit the horns. Hit the horn.
Yeah, hit the horn. Hit the horns and then give your opinion, brother.
Oh, man. Hey. Yeah. No, I think that okay, look, man. It's a okay, because this goes into a lot of areas, and I'm trying to keep it real narrow.
PG. Yeah, PG.
Not PG, but a lot of ladies would not probably see it the same way or not be happy with what I had to say. But I think that Shannon Sharp, so to keep it simple, I think Shannon Sharp fucked up the business. I'm not knocking him for who he went after. I'm just knocking him more so of how he conducted himself. I think that when you're about to sign that 100 million, I think it was, contract or whatever it was it 100 million contract? It was a big contract he was signing.
Yeah.
It was a lot of zeros, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to be on your
Disney money?
Yeah, you need to be on your P's and Q's. You may have to set some of this shit to the side until you secure that bag and not play with that, man. I think you when you're looking at that amount of money, you got to be like, yo, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. And that's why I think you hear people like probably like a Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he probably went out there and got his splurge on or whatever. But he learned how to maneuver in a way that it didn't affect his bag. You know what I'm saying? Shaq can go anywhere. He's pretty much a well-rounded individual as far as his image and stuff like that. It's pretty clean. So, yeah, I think he messed up on that. Again, I don't knock him for going after what he went after. I just think that he should have been smart when it came to that money. And I think that he's going to be okay after this, though.
But do you think he's getting extorted? Because that's why I feel
100%.
Like here.
That's why I'm saying.
Like,
yeah. 100% he's getting extorted. That's why he should have left that alone. He should have known, man. Look, if you are our age or higher, my age or higher, be careful on these electronic devices, man. You don't know, like they out here recording you. Be careful with your text message. Be careful what you say, man, because it will be used against you in the court of law.
Yeah.
Hey,
talk to me in person.
Social media game is trash, bro.
Yeah.
his technology thing. But it's like you made too much money to slip up like that.
Dude.
That's just how I'm looking. Like, even if, let's just say Unc did get with the 19, 20, whatever age he is, you still got to learn how to maneuver when you making that type of money. That's game changing money. Game changing. And it's like you already have a bank behind you anyway from the NFL, previous stuff you've been on. I know
Podcast.
Club Shay Shay is still rocking. So it's like, yo, you got all of this stuff going on, and it's like 100 mil. Bruh, you supposed to keep that tight niche.
Shit, you live by the pussy, you die by the pussy. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, he had 2 seasoned vets on there, and like I don't think Monique was trying to hit on him. She was just trying to give him advice. You know what I'm saying, from her age bracket to his age bracket, so to speak. Because I believe he was like a few years younger than Mo. Cat said it too. Cat said it too. Both of them said it. That's what I'm saying.
Everybody went up there and like, yo, you need to come out.
Hey, in baseball, it's 3 strikes, right? That was 2. I would have tucked tail. I would have been like, man, hey, I would have changed my number.
You got the third one on the goddamn video talking about he didn't know how to.
Instagram. On the Instagram. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Wild,
so that's 3 strikes right there. So I would have cut off all type of communication. Hey, go through my lawyer and go through my producer and all this other stuff before we even communicate. You know what I'm saying? And then you got this bag coming. I'm just mad that they didn't went up on the price of that damn shake shit. It went from 95 to 114, so I'm highly upset. So that would probably be the last bottle that I buy. I'm just speaking for DisRiz ENT. I don't care.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, but yeah, I definitely, because he was getting a lot of flack, of course, from the ladies because they were talking about the age difference. Let me see. Jakar Lee says Unc just wanted some young tail, and she got mad when that IG live video came out. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't think it's anything wrong with it. Of course, I know. Damn, never mind. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
because it's right there. It's right there.
Speak on it.
Thoughts and prayers for Unc, man. Look, secure the bag. Stop messing with these tenderonis. And if you are messing with the tenderonis, make sure you get a Bill Belichick, one that holds you down.
You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
Or get some type of something in writing or something. You know what I'm saying? Something. God, dog.
But you
got too much money to be playing around like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, he ain't have. Nah, I wouldn't.
Did he have
you know what I'm saying? It would have been smart, but of course he can't have one because she's obviously talking. So I think that would have definitely went in effect. So my money would be on the fact that he probably ain't had one. But yeah, man, good for him, man. He's still out there, and he's them athletes be a different breed because they still be, you know what I'm saying? They built different. So they can go out there and keep up with them young girls out there like that. So shout out to you. Hopefully you get many more. But yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Steve, man?
Hey, Rum he hit the nail on the head on that one. No diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like the last 2, that's what I was gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's the only other things that I could think about because ain't nothing else going on besides the South Africans coming over to the United States. So
come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I could think about.
Yeah, they the opposite of Akon.
Yeah, for real. I mean, that's why I just.
But as soon as I see a white African rapper, I swear it's gonna be fire.
No, you ain't lying.
They already got him in the UK. They already got the white. You know what I'm saying? The white dudes.
And they really taking black people jobs right there. Now.
For real. So, you know it's coming.
And that Tommy Richmond, what's the Tommy Richmond guy? Like, come on, bro. What are we
yeah.
Like, so it's like,
well, back to the Shannon Sharpe, man, for a second. What do you think about the age difference? Is there a problem there with you?
I mean, if she's old enough, I mean, I wouldn't date that young. I mean, that's just me, nah, I wouldn't do it. But like, hey, to each his own. Like, I mean, as long as you legal. I mean, technically 19, but like, I love your business, brother. Like, if that's what gets you going that night, and you got to make these club shays and all that type shows, then hey, man, rock out with your,
Yeah. Yeah.
But I really.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what is because how old is he? How old is
Damn near
I
60.
think Stan is in his 60s, right?
oh shit.
He's
He
like
pulling
late 50s,
and
I
she was
think.
19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
But if you look at Bill Belichick, his girl, what, 21? He's definitely 70.
So what is there at 60? I think you said 60. What would be
Yeah.
the cap? You said 19 is too low. What would be the cap?
If I was 60, it's 45 for me at the young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
give it a solid 35. Because that means at 35, you have something to talk about, bro. Like, at 35, it's like at 60, we could at least have something to talk about. At 21, like, you ain't even scratched the surface or nothing. Like, think about it now. Have you talked to, like, I know my nieces and nephews, I be hearing them talking. I'm like, bro, what is
that's what I
y'all
was about
talking
to
about?
say. I got a
Like, what
26-year-old
is y'all
daughter. I barely want to talk to her ass. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
So it's
just
like,
imagine. Imagine.
so
Come
it's
on
like,
now.
I mean, unless Shannon Sharp is really on, like, he can't have mature conversations with older women. But I don't know.
Hey, because he actually did like kind of fold when he was talking to Mo. Mo was about his age. Monique, she damn near his age. And he was like folding up. He was fumbling the cards and nervous and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like talking to
Nah,
her.
Monique a different
So,
breed, though, man. Come on, man. Monique a
but
different breed,
that's the
man.
maturity though. That's the maturity.
Hey,
You know what
Monique my
I'm saying?
type of girl. Like, I was just like, well, Monique.
Really?
Well, yeah, but listen, man.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, the 19-year-old, she ain't got shit going on.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you carry yourself well, but you know how to bow down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
yeah.
dope.
That's what you get from Monique? Are we
I
talking
mean,
about the
you
same
see how
Monique?
she do, you see how she
Monique,
do with her
yes.
dude, right? You see how she do with her dude in the interview.
Yes, I've heard about how she do. Have you heard about how she do with her dude?
Hey, look, it seemed like she know what to do and what to say when he's around. You don't think so?
Fuck no. What you talking about? This motherfucker, yo, she was out, dog. Because look, you got to think about it, right? Because look at the Wades, right? Who was Wade with? Gabrielle Union. Gabrielle Union and Monique is kind of a prototype, just different ages, right? When they were the breadwinner, they said, I can go out and sleep with whoever I want to sleep with, and you got to stay, you stay home. That's the type of woman you saying you like?
No, but when she got with her husband,
she was with her husband.
They were locked in.
No, she was with her husband.
I don't think she was doing that with her husband.
Oh,
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I never, like, the way they be talking is like, yo, nah, that's my king.
I'm talking about the Monique now. She got the maturity out the way, got her nuts off and rocks off. That's what I meant to say. Rocks off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And she taking care of her husband.
Like when they was talking. What was you saying, Steve?
No, I was just saying, like, she didn't get all her rocks off, and now she's taking care of her husband. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of woman that that anybody would want. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's gonna be down for you in the need of the cause versus a 19-year-old that don't know their fucking head from a hole in the ground. You know what I'm saying? And not to say it's not no mature 19-year-olds out there. It's just, no, I ain't got time to be raising somebody else's kids when that's supposed to be my wife or my better half. Come on now. I ain't got time for
like
that.
Even as name a 19-year-old celebrity right now, female celebrity right now.
Her?
Like, would you talk to her?
Her? I don't know.
Her is in her. I think
she's
her
about 21 or something like that, right? No, not her, not her, the singer. I'm talking about old girl we was just talking about. But I was thinking,
but she's not a celebrity.
No.
I'm talking about just like a celebrity chick. How old is a Like, what 19-year-old celebrity chick you know that you would be like, I see Shannon with her?
How
I mean,
how old
that's
is it? Catch him outside, girl. How old is she now? Ain't she about 19, 20? I see. That's probably his type. I can see that.
Probably the hot two girl.
I got a screen up right now, gentlemen. It says comedian actress. The people can see it on the stream. It says comedian actress Monique, along with her husband Sidney Hicks, have a well-documented open relationship.
Oh, well, hey,
that's.
Look,
I ain't not. Look, man. Hey, you freak, you a freak. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking none of that. Okay, I like it all. You know what I'm saying?
But if it work though, if it work, I mean, hey, Mo probably bringing them in too. Like, hey, look, Daddy, let's have a menage thing going on. You know?
Yeah, but your girl is leaving Saturday and getting the brakes beat off of her as well. I mean, you know. Cassie, your husband might have been okay with it, man. I mean, so it's some men out there that are you kissing her in the mouth? That's all I'm asking.
Look, I know Cassie's husband is just like going through withdrawal again. She like I heard like in her mouth she had like all types of STDs in the mouth, bro.
Are you kissing Monique in the mouth though? Are you kissing your girl in the mouth, Monique?
Not kissing Mo in the mouth.
Yo, I'm just saying, this is what this is well out there that this is the type of woman that she is. And then you look at the issues that she were having with when she was going through her risk with all the companies and things like that as well, right? The way she's like, it's a lot of what some people may view as male energy, right? That comes off of Monique. That's why I'm just like, okay. But I know you from New York. Y'all women different out there. So, New York women
is aggressive.
Yeah, a little different out there. So I can, I'm not knocking it if that is.
Shout out to Queens.
Yeah. Scarlett, what up, baby? Get the fuck back. Get the hook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I understand y'all women is just a little bit different. So I know that may come off a little bit different, but that's what I have observed of her. That's why I was kind of shocked when you're like, that's my type of girl. Now, if you said Felicia Rashad, I'd be like, okay, my nigga, all right, I feel you.
Hey, that's gonna always even now she's beautiful.
I feel you. I would feel you on that one.
Like she did that Breakfast Club interview. I was like, yo, she is Asian, like, the finest of wines. Finest of wines. And it's like the way she talks is kind of, I just melt every time I hear her talk.
Dude,
like, yo,
that's what come on.
And I think she had a cold at the Breakfast Club interview. I was just like, oh my God.
If you had to deal with that, come on, dude. Come on.
And the sister's still rocking. So I'm like, yo.
Dog, she is bad.
Yeah, how both of y'all rocking like that? Like what? What?
Man, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
man.
let's make something happen.
That's a whole fucking timeless. That shit is timeless, dude. Oh my goodness.
Yes, Lord. Shout out to the beautiful women out there.
Oh, got me on hot and bothered over here talking about Felicia. Goddamn. But yeah. I forgot how I got to that topic, but yeah. Man, I'm not gonna keep you guys any longer unless y'all got something to talk about. I know Jacquard Lee said talk about Biden throw Kamala under the bus. I'm not really for sure on what that is. Do any of y'all know what he's referring to?
Nope. Hey, that sounds like 2024 shit. I ain't heard it.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it's 2025 because they started coming out and giving out speeches and shit now. So I know Biden came out not too long ago as well as your unofficial baby mama came out. Kamala Harris as well came out and started talking since she lost the presidential election as well. So
I still like her. I still got likes for her. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the way she carried herself, but we talked about it.
You got that under wraps.
We left it in 2024.
Okay. I like the way she carried herself, man. I quite like a Kamala, man. She's a cool lady. Yeah, but I'm not gonna hold y'all unless y'all got something else y'all want to talk about. We can go ahead and wrap this thing up. Oh wait, hold on. Jakar Lee jumped back up in there and he said if he never stepped down, he would have got reelected. We all know that's not true, right? Everybody in agreement?
I don't
That's
think
false
we got
news.
reelected.
Yeah.
That's false
Yeah.
news.
Okay. Well, he the only one sipping that Kool-Aid because I think the rest of America, seeing how feeble he looked up there.
And I just think when it comes to that whole, just her going through the election, I know y'all probably spoke on it, but I just feel like she didn't go through the proper channels to get the right support.
Well,
And I
that
think
part I think I would blame on Biden because he already said he was going to be a one-term president, so he should have relinquished that earlier and let them go through the proper procedures to be elected.
right.
Because I think if that would have happened, I think that it probably could have been a different outcome. I don't know. The hate was, the hate was for real, but I think that it could have been possibly a different outcome. It's hard to tell because they really didn't. They really hated Joe Biden. They
Bro,
really,
I hated
I
Joe
think
Biden.
everybody did.
yeah,
Everybody did.
yeah. So
I just ain't like him just off of how ignorant he sounded from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some like even though I hate Trump, but the way he talk is like, bro, you are on it. Like you are on it. Even though I don't like what he say, it's just like he knows how to interact, which I feel like Biden lacked in. And then I feel like Kamala did the same. Like she lacked on communicating with the audience and who, her crowd, and then reaching out to the crowds that needed the help. I just feel like she just lacked in all communication. So
I think it was rushed. It was like last minute, and she didn't know who to grab. So she just started doing some random ish, and that's the outcome. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I feel the
And she put her foot
opposite
in her mouth.
of you, Rum. I think that um he talks caveman, gibberish caveman. And
who
I
Trump?
think that Trump, and I think
Oh,
that it
yeah.
connects with a lot of other caveman simple people, right? Because he does not talk clearly. If you listen to how he talk, like you really listen to him talk, he does not talk clearly. You ask a question, he's talking about electric boats and being shocked in the water if the boat sank, or would you rather be shocked in the water or be ate by sharks? And Hannibal Lecter, this is a great guy. He talks crazy.
But that's the clickbaity.
That's what.
That,
Yes,
that's all I'm
but
saying. If
I don't
Biden
think
would have given you a smidget of that, even Kamala, like, listen, Kamala is a she's a draw. If she would have did a touch of that, I think if she would have gave you about 10-20% of that, she would have probably been president. In my
I don't think
opinion, that's
so.
just my
I don't
opinion.
think so because I think that I agree with what you said where they were talking to their crowds, and he talks to a dumb crowd. She doesn't
Right.
talk to a dumb crowd. She talks to highly educated individuals. That's who she won, right? Was the more so highly educated individuals. Um, the people with no less degrees or no degrees, they went for him. So he knew who his crowd
That's
was. She knew who her crowd was. His crowd was just bigger than hers.
right. But that's what I'm saying. Now again, I'm gonna go back to what I said. If she would have played dumb,
I I
I'm
don't
just
think
hey look,
so,
man,
man. Because
it's
you would
going
lose the
to
smart. You would lose the smart people if you
I don't
played
think so.
dumb.
If she would have played it right, because it's a way you could play the game a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like like you could be smart, but you got to be relatable to the majority voter, which I think Trump. That's what Trump did. You know what I'm saying? Like not the belittle what Kamala did, because I feel like she did a great job. I just feel like she should have related more to the people that could, that's not so challenged or, less educated. You know what I'm saying? Not to belittle that either, but I'm just saying, like, if she would have communicated better, even with the black people, I feel like she didn't touch the people like she was supposed to. Because even when I talked to some of the black voters I know, they was like, bro, like, she ain't it. And it's kind of like, well, dang, like, she kind of hitting on all points. Like, I feel like she should have won, but I knew the ignorant vote was going to win. And just so happened, he's the ignorant vote.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
You have to tap into the ignorant vote sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You got.
I can't say that, man. I can't say that's almost like, because you gotta realize too that it wasn't just the ignorant, but it was also the racist as well, right? So then to be like, okay, well, hey, you should tap into the racist people to get more votes. I think that's almost the same as saying you got to tap into the dumbness, which you know what? And I'll say she did. I'll say she did tap into the dumbness, and it did not work in her favor, because a lot of people were calling her out for her dialect when she was with certain crowds and not certain crowds. So I would even say that I think she did play into that, but the Trump branding machine called that out and made that such a big thing that it was a bad thing. Because you look, man, there's no denying the steam of Trump, right? He is a salesman, and he knows how to sell, right? Doesn't matter if the product is good or bad, he's gonna sell it.
Her team should have, and I'm just looking at it from that standpoint. Like, when you running for president, like, it's a sales pitch. You have to have something. I feel like she didn't have that identity or the right people to help her sell her product as the president. Because what she was selling was amazing. It's just that it didn't catch right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
No, I agree with that, man. I think that because it's what's sad is when I was talking earlier about Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy and them downing Americans, the sad part of that is it's true. Right? There are a lot of dumb Americans, right? Like that's not taboo. So being that there are a lot of dumb Americans, we're from the era of reality TV. Your baddies. You know what I mean? Your real housewives. We're so simplistic now. That he's just a genius at tapping into it. He's a genius at tapping into it and harnessing it and cashing in on it, man. He's just because he comes from that world, right? He comes from that world of entertainment. She comes from the world of making laws, law and order, things of that nature. Ain't nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that. They want to get filthy.
Even though I was hearing it and I was agreeing, but it was just like, I think she should have changed the tone a little bit.
And when I say nobody wants to hear it, I'm meaning like the majority.
Yeah.
Like the majority of the voters out there were not trying to hear that. They wanted to be around somebody that hugged flags, that curses.
But you know what's funny? All the people that voted for that man is regretting it.
There are a lot. Now, don't get me wrong, though, because they're still diehard MAGAs that no matter, the world could be on fire and they still like, yeah, but we don't need a jacket now, right? In the wintertime, we're good, right? So no matter what, they're going to cape and pull for them. But yes, there are some people, and I've reported on some of them who've lost their jobs because they roll back in the governmental jobs. They roll back on them. My aunt was one of those people. She didn't vote for him, but she lost her job because of that as well. So that's the thing that I'm looking at now. And I think that they, if the Democrats want to have a shot, man, they need to really start messaging and remembering this time of, when you lost your job and when, he made everybody go back to work that was in the federal as well. And you know what I mean? Like the unsurety of the education system as is. You know, they talking about healthcare and all these different aspects. You know, you really need to be messaging these and pushing them out if you know. But I think that the Democrats are so far gone that they can fuck up a wet dream.
Facts.
So thank you so much, Jakar Lee, for bringing that to the table, man. You gave us a little bit more to discuss about it. I'm going to go ahead and head out of here unless you guys got anything. I'm going to give you your final word, Steve. What you got to say, man?
Man, hey, it was a great time being back. Hey, we need to make this more consistent. You know what I'm saying? Back on the podcast, every Sunday. I'll be here. I got the studio up and running, so I'm glad to be back. And
man, I definitely
enjoy this week.
Yes, sir, man. I definitely agree with that, man. I think we should. You guys look so good in front of the camera with the lights on and everything, man. So we got to keep it going. Mr. Ron, man, what do you have to say? Last word.
Well, again, I appreciate always being on this show, Ace of Spades. I'll make sure y'all support this man and support this podcast. It's a great platform to be on. And, just look out. I might have some stuff on the come up, but hey, look, if you're in the 757 area, man, y'all make sure y'all support that Gamma Epsilon Theta and just any Black organization that's out here that's doing things for the community. I'm really big on that right now. So, make sure y'all get back to these kids and to the people that need the help, So, yeah, let's keep that rocking and rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, of course, to Steve for coming through, man. Rum for coming through. Jakar Lee, More to Love. Who else was in there? There was somebody else up in there as well, man. Thank y'all for the comment section, man. Coming through, doing your thing. Mr. Trappy Trap, man. Thank you guys for coming through, holding it down. What's that?
K.
K Emil that came through. Long time no see. We still got a seat for you whenever you want to come in. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you to everybody that came in, man. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace out, man.